When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, I'm not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class and this next cycle.
Right back to him on the ground. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to pass, it's Manning. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Pulls it in.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get in the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Second down, they'll go to the air. Card in the backfield. It's Wingo. Oh, he's got some space. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Throws to the back. Grabs it in the middle. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
They'll go to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the run. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting four-star defensive linemen, gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Frazier. Man, defender missed. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to throw at Stockton. Finds the tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Pressure coming. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. From the gun, running back gets to give. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing a negative play.
And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
What a big play, backed up in their own end. And a big thing here is you're just trying to give yourself some space to work. And what a job up front of creating some big lanes and gaps for the ball carrier to get a huge chunk of yards.
Gets it out quickly. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Manning. Makes the catch. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
Yeah, he's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
They go to the ground, relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Moore. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Looking for a gap. It's Baxter. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second.
Georgia, 0.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to power their way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
The Longhorns will try to pick it up on fourth down. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. Touchdown, Texas! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. South Carolina was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Gamecocks performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll do it himself on the draw. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
To the air, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Gets the back moving. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Working that wide receiver screen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Pulls and fires complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Manning. Finds his man, it's Baxter. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking for a crease. It's Baxter.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Moore. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Out of the backfield, he's open.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And the Longhorns are rolling down the field. To the air on first down. Safe completion on the screen. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And that guy is just the man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollack, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to 2 guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
Got a man, it's Moore. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Power football with the run. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. Very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
And the Longhorns didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. To the air, it's Manning. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Longhorns are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. To throw again. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that Pac-12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Texas A&M found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they'd gotten used to in College Station. Fun one in the Pac-12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Complete to start this drive. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Kick is in the air. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Here's a heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Here comes the offense on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Got his man in the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job, great catch. First down.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And the ball's loose. Oh, and a burst disaster by falling on his own fumble. They stop him just a leak or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's the give off the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We've talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And the Dogs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
grab behind the line. It's Thomas. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's McCray. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Under fire. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. He just barely got enough with that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. That'll close the gap to 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated. Now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Manning. Got his man on the right. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense picks it up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out a little extra.
There he goes. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Here's the pressure. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first.
Touchdown, Dogs! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
But when you call the wheel route, you need to have the right matchup, and that time they did. Is the linebacker on the running back, one-on-one. He uses his speed, beat him to the outside. That's about as easy as it can get.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Oregon State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Beavs have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Boise State. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Manning. A little release to the back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover. Pick up the first.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Looking for room. It's Gibson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Gets open down the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Handoff from the gun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Second down coming up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Zips it out to his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Longhorns are flying down the field. Give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
He brought down at the 45 yard line. Brings up second down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Reads it, fires complete. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Fires complete on the crosser. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Using the quick game. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Amazing individual effort there by the defender, defeating his block and getting to the bubble screen, not allowing a gain. You don't see that happen too often, but these DBs, boy, they love to fight at the point of attack and beat blocks.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Texas.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll move the wide receiver. Going to sling it on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Going up top again. Buys a little extra time. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by one possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Got a little space. Turning it on. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Longhorns! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. That one ought to give them firm control with this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Firing deep. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
The give to the single back. Got room to work. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Find some fresh air. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll leave it with him. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll give it to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Georgia comes quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
The defense is going to need one more stop. This is the game right now. You just got one on that last run play, setting up 4th down. Do you bring pressure, What are we doing defensively here to make sure that we can get off the field and win this game?
Caught over the middle. It's Belt. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Got it in the middle, it's Delp. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Motion from the back. Using his legs, it's McCray. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this is a no-brainer. It's 4th down. We're down multiple possessions. We got to make this happen. We got to get the first down. We can't be worried about the clock. Then we got to go fast, work the sidelines to the best of our advantage to save as much clock so we can get multiple scores.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point in the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder. And I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.